the business meeting. And if you'll all stand with me, Pastor Jerry Faber will open us in prayer.
Okay, let's pray. Lord Jesus, thank you for your grace. Thank you for dying and rising again. Provide salvation for us to repent and believe.
The business meeting. And if you'll all stand with me, Pastor Jerry Faber will open us in prayer.
What I just said was, thank you for just give us wisdom and give the commissioners wisdom and decisions, and that there would be everything be done decently in order. I pray this in the glorious name of our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ.
Amen.
I thought he was speaking to us.
I'm saving you.
I was like, uh-oh.
And if you'll all follow me in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Sorry again, Jerry.
That's all right.
Tell you what, you don't have to pay property taxes for a year. How's that? No, I'm just kidding. We can't do that.
Yeah, that was interesting.
Oh, okay. Go ahead, Jeff. By the way, before you start, for the record, Commissioner Conley and Commissioner McDonald are here. Commissioner Bradshaw is absent. Now
Mr.
you
Chairman. Okay, now.
Feel free, go ahead and start.
Mr. Chairman,
Anytime you want to start.
I
just go
move to add one plat to the consent agenda, Hayfield Estates file MLD 0006-22 due to timeliness, and remove planning department item number 2. Action item, discussion decision regarding appointment of a member to the Planning and Zoning Commission per the request of the department head for this item to be heard at a later date.
Okay, and I will step down for the chair in a second. All those in favor say aye.
Before you do, you need to make sure you give a basis for the addition.
Okay.
The basis for the addition being the emergency nature that allows us to amend the agenda at the last minute like this. And I actually can speak to that.
I was hoping you would, since you're the one that told us, yeah, it was okay.
Great. So this is actually an emergency, not of the county's making, but one that we're trying to assist a homeowner with. It sounds like in my conversations with Milton yesterday, there is an MLD that is pending approval, but it needs to go through immediately in order for one of the prospective buyers to secure financing. And if we don't do it this week, if it goes to next week, then that person is going to have to try to reapply for a mortgage with their lender, and their interest rate is going to go through the roof. So we are doing this on behalf of those potential buyers. That's the emergency reason for the.
Okay. And the reason for the removal of the one item for planning and zoning, may as well cover this, or for the zoning commission, is that the person we were going to appoint asked to have it held off because she wants to testify this week at the hearing tomorrow, actually, and didn't want there to be a conflict. So now I will step down the chair in a second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion passes. Go ahead with the.
Mr. Chairman, I move to adopt the order of agenda as amended.
Okay, and I'll step down the chair and second that. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion passes. Move on to public comment. Anybody sign up?
No.
Okay, anybody want to speak? You got 3 minutes. Kevin?
Kevin Moore for the record. Yeah, I appreciate you guys being able to be spontaneous and do MLB and such like that, but it makes me wonder, by accommodating somebody, then we're setting a precedent. And so just some interesting dialogue about how spontaneously then people's down the line will feel free to see about them being accommodated.
Okay, thanks, Kevin. Anyone else wish to speak? Right, and that's what we're shooting for. We're here to serve the people of Bonner County, not lord over them. Go ahead.
Doug Patterson for the record. This MLD that you just put on here and are that approved yet? No, we haven't approved it yet. Is that when was that filed?
You recall, Milton?
File date, but
Was it filed after the change where we changed the MLD ordinance?
it was.
Okay.
And it's just a division of 2 acres and 2 1-acre lots in a suburban zone. All the services are there. They have a well-served letter. And the reason for it kind of a delay is last week the county surveyor signed it on the 28th. And so, usually it's set up for the following, the week that follows that. So
And it is per the zoning.
it
It is per zoning. It has to be per
It has to be
zoning.
for an
MLD
MLD.
has to be per zoning.
Thank you.
It would have been filed with the first year. It's been open since, yeah.
Okay.
It would have been filed in January, in theory.
Okay, any other question or comment?
Nice comment.
Yeah, come on, Doug. Seeing none, we'll move forward with the consent agenda.
Mr. Chairman, based on the information before us, I move to approve the consent agenda as amended.
I will step down for the chair in a second. Any question or comment? Oh, none. Okay. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion passes. We'll go to the clerk's office. Nancy?
Nancy Twynham, Bonner County Clerk's Office. Action item number 1 regarding fiscal year 22 claims batch number 15 in the amount of $351,734.13 and demands in batch number 15 in the amount of $250,583.09, totaling $602,317.22.
Mr. Chairman, I move to approve payment of FY 22 claims and demands of batch number 15 totaling $602,317.22.
Okay, and I'll step down from the chair in a second. Any question or comment? Doug?
Doug Patterson for the record. So the demands, can you tell me what the big ones are?
200,000 of that relates to medical and dental claims.
One more time again.
Fortunately,
Thank
and
you.
then sure.
We won't everybody have teeth here at the game. Okay, any other questions or comments? Seeing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion passes. Go ahead, Nancy, number 2.
Action item number 2 regarding fiscal year 22 EMS claims batch number 15 in the amount of $49,041.30, totaling $49,041.30.
Mr. Chairman, I move to approve payment of FY 22 EMS claims in the batch number 15 totaling $49,041.30.
I will step down from the chair in a second. Any question or comment?
We probably said that about enough times.
Yeah.
Maureen Patterson for the record, just wondering what the big ones were on that one, the big expenses.
In EMS, they're just standard operating expenses. I don't have a listing of.
Contracts and rent.
Yep.
Yeah. Fuel, oxygen, medical supplies. Yeah, it's just mixed bag. Okay, any other question or comment? Seeing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion passes. Thank you, Nancy. Let's move on to emergency management. Bob?
Morning, Commissioners. Bob Howard for the record. On April 6, 2022, Idaho Department of Lands increased the grant award for Bonner County's Grant 17 HFR1 by $26,400. This increases the total grant award to $153,498. Bonner County will pay Inland Forest Management an additional $4,750 for a total of $27,629.64. The amended restated agreement replaces the prior agreement with Inland Forest Management.
Thanks, Bob.
Mr. Chairman, based on the information for us, I move to approve the Bonner County Master Contract for Emergency Management Wildfire Mitigation Project Management. 17 HFR1 Bonner Amendment Number 2 between Bonner County and Inland Forest Management, Inc. The amendment is due to the increase in the Department of Lands grant award, resulting in an increase in the amount of to be paid to Inland Forest Management from $18,000 to $27,629.64.
That was a long motion.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll step down the chair in a second. Any question or comment? Pretty standard stuff. Okay, seeing none. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion passes. Thanks, Bob.
Reminisces of a Ron memo.
Yeah, no kidding. Ron's back there giggling.
Ron, sorry.
First it was Clat, then it was Ron. Yeah, okay. Public Defender, Susie, I knew you were here. I saw you somewhere. Okay, there you go. Morning, Susie.
Susie Jensen for the record. I have 2 motions for the commissioners today. The first one is regarding a lease agreement for additional office space on First Avenue. And the second is for the an amended contract for second level conflicts.
Mr. Chairman, I move the county to approve the lease agreement. I'd further move to allow the chairman to sign administratively.
Again, I'll step down the chair in a second. Any question or comment? Doug, I saw you moving.
Thank you, sir. So this is an additional space. How much does this add to our annual bill of leasing space over there for you and other folks?
Technically, it doesn't add anything to our budget. This is paid for out of our grant from the state. So it's not coming out of any Bonner County funds. It's fully paid for a year out of the PDC. grant.
And we own the building, the other buildings.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
don't
we own
pay
the
any rent
PD
in our actual.
So the dollar figure on this, I guess I'm still looking for. I heard it, but I don't remember it.
It'd be $1,400 per month for 1 year. So I don't have the math right now.
That'll do. Thanks.
Okay.
Okay, any other question or comment? See none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion passes. Go ahead, Susie, number 2.
The second one, I would move the county to approve the amended contract for services of conflict public defender second level for the remaining portion of this fiscal year. So this would run just through September, the end of September, at which point the contracts would be potentially renewed. And this is in regards to Kristen A. Pearson. She would act as second tier for our felony contracts. So if there are any conflicts with our conflict felony attorney, they would go. They're not very many, but we like to cover our bases.
Conflict with the conflict.
Mhm.
Which
There's
is
3
Good
people.
to
in the
have
car.
redundancy.
I'm conflicted by those conflicts.
Yeah. Mr. Chairman, I move the county to approve the amended contract for services of conflict public defender second level conflicts, 2021 to 2022. That's a funny way to word that. but-
That really kind of is. Well, at least we're getting good use out of the word conflict today. And I will step down the chair in a second. Question or comment? Go ahead.
Yeah, more for the record. So contract, so are we paying her hourly basis for when she's needed or is
Yes.
this?
Yeah,
Can you
felony
give
with
us a
felony with
clue
life
what
potential is
The hourly
95.
basis is then too?
Yes, of course. It's the same as her original contract.
Want to know the numbers?
All of our conflict contracts have the same hourly amounts. If it's a felony with life potential, it's at $95 an hour. If it is a felony without life potential or a general misdemeanor, it's $85 an hour. And then child protection cases, juvenile justice cases, and post-conviction cases are $75 an hour.
Pretty cheap for an attorney. Okay, any other question or comment? See none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion passes. Thank you, Susie. Treasurer's Office, Cheryl Peel, who's still working here.
Hey, somebody got that right. Cheryl Peel, Bonner County Treasurer. For the record, I'm asking you to approve my resolution to destroy some records per Idaho code. And they're outlined and they're semi-permanent, just in case you're wondering. Idaho code gives us guidelines for keeping records. And there are some that are 3-year records, semi-permanent is 5 years, and permanent is 10 years or more. And if you want to come down to my office, I have tax deeding files from eternity. They're pretty permanent.
So you're trying to clean up the place a
Yes,
little bit?
yeah. And I've been working on this for a year.
Okay, Mr.
It's
Chairman.
been a work in progress.
Mr. Chairman, I move to approve resolution 2022-37, authorizing the county treasurer to destroy the attached documents as listed and outlined in the treasurer retention policy resolution.
Okay, and I will step down from the chair in a second. Any question or comment? We didn't use the word conflict in there. That was awesome.
No,
Okay.
and I think I owe Cheryl one, so I might have to
I think you
go
do.
somewhere.
Well, she's like my wife. When we go on vacation, my wife feels it necessary to clean the house first. Like, why? Who's going to see it?
The new treasurer, if you're listening, Clarissa, she's very organized. And so I'm just trying to make it a little
you
easier for her
are?
to come in the office and take over.
You're very organized.
Yeah.
Well, we better go.
I really thought you were going to take a shot at her. She hit you pretty hard yesterday.
know.
Yeah. Okay. Any other question or comment? Seeing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion passes. Thank you, Cheryl.
Thank you.
Thanks for your good sense of humor as well.
Still owe you one.
Human Resources, Cindy.
Cindy Binker, Director of Human Resources for the record, and we have today requests to recruit for the following positions: Patrol Deputy Sheriff, Juvenile Detention Tech, Justice Services, and a Seasonal Heavy Equipment Operator. Those are all refilling vacated positions.
Okay, thank you.
Mr. Chairman, based on the information before us, I move the county authorize and sign the, whoops, I must have grabbed two of them. I don't think you want equipment stuff. Mr. Chairman, based on the information before us, I move to approve commencing with recruitment for the requested positions: Patrol Deputy Sheriff, Juvenile Detention Tech, and Seasonal Heavy Equipment Operator effective May 3rd, 2022.
Okay, and I will step down from the chair in second. Any question or comment?
Dan Rose for the record. Does that increase the board openings that are on the wall over here?
Yes, we'll add these to that.
Added to it?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
They're on our website as well.
Thank you.
Okay, any other question or comment? Seeing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion passes. Thank you, Cindy. Let's go to Rec Department. Pete.
Morning, Commissioners. Morning, everybody. Pete Hughes, Recreation Manager for the record. I have two items for consideration this morning. Both are the Idaho Department of Parks and Rec require annual reports on equipment that was purchased with recreational trails program grant monies. The first is the attached equipment annual report and equipment management form is regarding the 2014 Prenoth BR 350 groomer purchased under IDPR grant number MV20-109-2. The groomer is being utilized by the East Bonner Snowmobile Department. The annual report and equipment management forms require a signature from a authorized representative or commissioner.
Thanks, Pete.
Mr. Chairman, based on the information before us, I move the county authorize and sign the equipment annual report and equipment management forms regarding grant number MV20-1-09-2 required by the Idaho Department of Parks and Recreation.
And I will step down with the chair in a second. Any question or comment? Kevin.
Yeah, more for the record. So are we buying a groomer or are we maintaining a groomer? What are we doing?
We purchased a groomer 2 years ago and it's over a certain dollar amount. It requires we report back to the state every year just to let them know we're taking care of it and where it's at, everything. So yes, we already purchased it 2 years ago.
Yeah, and this is just a required annual report. It was in the very first sentence.
And we also operate three under, which you're going to hear shortly here. This is purchased by grant based by fee on snowmobiles.
Okay, any other question or comment? Seeing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion passes. Go ahead, Pete.
Item number 2 is the same equipment annual report and equipment management form regarding a 2018 International 7300 tow vehicle purchase under IDPR grant number RT 17109-3. The truck is being utilized also by the East Bonner Snowmobile Department and requires a signature by a commissioner.
Mr. Chairman, based on the information before us, I move that the county authorize and sign the equipment annual report and equipment management forms regarding grant number RT-17-1-09-3 required by the Idaho Department of Parks and Recreation.
Okay, and I'll step down the chair in a second. Any question or comment? Same deal, annual report. Seeing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion passes. Thank you, Pete. Let's go to planning, Milton. Or whoever.
Morning, Commissioners. Chad Chambers for the record. Thanks for being here today, everyone. So there's a request for you today for a road waiver again for our family division. And as mentioned previously, Title 12 Appendix A does give you the authority to waive requests for family divisions for road waiver requirements for the private standards. I believe it's a 40-acre parcel and they're going to divide 10 acres off for family. And so again, as mentioned before, it would be burdensome for them to, upgrade the road and to private road standards. So that's what's before you today.
Okay, thanks, Chad.
Mr. Chairman, I move to approve the applicant's request to deviate from the road standards set forth in the Bonner County Revised Code, Appendix A, Title 12, for a family division on parcel number RP 55N03W040002A.
And I will step down to the chair in a second. Any question or comment? Dan Rose.
And Rose, for the record, when it says road waiver, what are they actually waiving?
Yeah, thanks for your question. It's the private road standards, which basically requires an engineered road design that has to be reviewed by our county engineer. The family division, for some reason, it triggers it. Our minor land divisions, if it's 4 properties being divided or less, does not trigger that. And so they're basically requesting that deviation. Does that help answer your question?
It's basically a driveway and they don't want to have to build it up to county standards, which would be pretty hefty deal.
Yep. Any other questions or comments? Seeing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion passes. Thank you. Okay, item number 2. Oh, that was it. Sorry, my bad. We removed that one. BOCC Claire.
Claire May from the BOCC. The first item is on April 25th, 2022, the BOCC received a letter from the Idaho Department of Land's State Board of Land Commissioners notifying the board that they are considering directing the sale of endowment land located in Bonner County at Priest Lake. They requested a written response indicating the BOCC's position on the proposed sale. Attached is a proposed written response to the request informing them that the BOCC has no objections to the proposed auction.
Okay, thank you, Claire.
Mr. Chairman, based on the information before us, I move to approve the letter to the Idaho Department of Land's State Board of Land Commissioners informing them that the BOCC has no objections to the upcoming 2022 auction of endowment land at Priest Lake.
I will step down from the chair in a second. Any question or comment? 13. The number of passes.
Doug Patterson for the record. Is this the been going on for a long time that Priest Lake selling the property to the basically?
Yeah, the old lease lots up there.
Thank you.
13 parcels, yeah. And it's varied every year. Like 1 year, I think we had like 50 and another year.
Yeah, these are all voluntary. So they volunteer to put them in an auction and hope for the best. Lately, there has been some competition for those parcels.
Go ahead, Dan.
Dan Rose, for the record, what might be a possible objection the commissioners could have for one of these type of things?
I have no clue.
Yeah, no idea. I think it's more of a formality. Any other question or comment?
Coordination of trying to make sure that they coordinate with the commissioners of the county affected.
And part of it is just to make us aware as well.
Then we have to assess their value.
Then we have to assess their values. Yeah.
Had issues with that.
Go ahead.
Doug Patterson for the record. It seems to me like if they were trying to sell off too many at one time, you might object that the price would be going down because the supply is going up.
Yeah,
but I'm
it
guessing
really hasn't. Those parcels up there are holding really hold retaining.
they've never done that. They've always.
So it's not a flat out auction. They've been appraised and double appraised. So they've got a starting point that is not necessarily low, but anyway, yeah.
And the lease lot holders have an advantage because they don't have to pay for the improvements. They just have to pay for the land. If a third party comes in or another party comes in and wants to bid on it, then they have to pick up the whole enchilada. So,
and it's appraised also.
Yeah.
I guess you could object that maybe you didn't feel like they were getting full value for those auction items. That would be some sort of an objection you could probably raise, but I think they'd go ahead anyway. They just note the objection.
Yeah. Okay, any other question or comment? Seeing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion passes. Go ahead, Claire.
Okay, second item is a request for annexation was filed with the BOCC by Cooling-Kavanaugh Bay Fire Protection District, whom received a petition requesting 5 parcels of real property on East Kavanaugh Bay Road be annexed into the Cooling-Kavanaugh Bay Fire Protection District from the East Priest Lake Fire Protection District. This property is located entirely within Bonner County and is immediately adjoining boundaries of the fire district. From an access point, it will be a faster response time to have the 5 parcels into Cooling Kavanaugh Bay Fire Protection District than from the East Priest Lake Fire Protection District. On January 8th, 2022, the East Priest Lake Fire Protection District passed resolution number 2022-01, authorizing the transfer of said parcels for the purposes of providing quicker response times and levels of fire service. The fire district met the requirements of Idaho Code and held a public hearing on February 23rd, 2022. It was determined that it would be in the best interest of the property owners and the fire district to annex the property, and the fire commissioners issued an order approving the petition. Pursuant to Idaho Code, the Cooling Kavanaugh Bay Fire Protection District is required to submit their order to the county commissioners. The Bonner County Commissioners shall thereupon enter an order of annexation so as to include the annexed property on the tax rolls. Attached for your consideration is an order of annexation to the Cooling Kavanaugh Bay Fire Protection District.
Good, thanks, Claire.
Chairman, based on the information before us, I move to approve the order of annexation of 5 parcels of property located on East Kavanaugh Bay Road, Bonner County, Idaho, into the Cooling Kavanaugh Bay Fire Protection District. This order shall be recorded and annexed property shall be included on the tax rolls pursuant to Idaho Code Title 31, Chapter 14.
Okay, and then we'll step down with the chair in a second. Any question or comment? Seeing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Okay.
I was just thinking what great job Claire did.
Well, I was just going to comment that we didn't actually give her a hard time. Normally we give her a hard time in the council. And I will say aye as well. Motion's approved, and it is 9:26. We will go ahead and recess for 5 minutes and then come back with executive sessions.
Let you start reading the motions too, Claire, because it seems like someone just great report from the Supreme Court.
Yeah.
They're going to overturn Roe v. Wade.
Yeah.